I had someone walk into my office about a year ago. His name is Thomas. He's a 53-year-old man. He's a successful businessman. He owns his own company. He's married. He has kids. He has a good life. But he also has a secret that he's been hiding for years. For the past 8 years, he's had chronic insomnia. He can't fall asleep. He lies in bed for hours, staring at the ceiling, waiting for sleep to come, and it doesn't, night after night, year after year. He's tried everything. He's tried sleeping pills. He's tried melatonin. He's tried therapy. He's tried meditation. He's tried everything that he can think of. And nothing works. He's exhausted. He's frustrated. He's desperate. When Thomas sat down in my office, he looked defeated. He said, "Dr. Lopez, I don't know what else to do. I've spent thousands of dollars. I've seen multiple doctors. I've tried every treatment that exists, and I still can't sleep. I'm at the end of my rope. I don't know if there's any hope left." I listened to his story, and I heard something that I hear from so many of my patients, a sense of complete hopelessness, a belief that his body is broken, a conviction that nothing can help him, a feeling that he's defective, a feeling that he's failed. But here's what I've learned in 28 years of practicing sleep medicine. When someone tells me they have chronic insomnia, when they tell me they've tried everything, when they tell me nothing works, when they tell me they're at the end of their rope, it's almost never true that nothing works. It's almost always true that they haven't tried the right thing. It's almost always true that they're addressing the wrong problem. And once they find the right thing, once they understand what's actually causing their insomnia, once they address the real problem, everything changes. Their sleep changes, their energy changes, their entire life changes. I asked Thomas a question. I said, "Thomas, tell me about your day. Walk me through a typical day from the moment you wake up to the moment you try to go to bed." And he did. He told me everything. He wakes up at 6 a.m. He checks his email immediately. He's already stressed before he even gets out of bed. He goes to work. He works hard. He's constantly stressed. He's constantly thinking about his business. He's constantly worried about money, about his employees, about his clients. He works until 6 p.m. Then he comes home. He has dinner with his family, but he's still thinking about work. He's still stressed. He's still anxious. Then he tries to relax. He watches TV. He checks his email again. He checks his phone. He's on his computer. He's constantly stimulated. He's constantly engaged with his work. Then, at 11 p.m., he tries to go to bed, and he can't sleep. I said, "Thomas, I see the problem. Your problem is not that your body can't sleep. Your problem is not that something is broken inside you. Your problem is that your nervous system is in a state of constant activation. Your nervous system is in fight or flight mode all day long, all day, from the moment you wake up to the moment you try to sleep. And then you expect it to switch off at 11 p.m. But it doesn't work that way. Your nervous system doesn't just switch off like a light switch. Your nervous system needs time to come down. Your nervous system needs to be gradually calmed. Your nervous system needs a transition period, and you're not giving it that time. You're going from being stressed and stimulated all day to trying to sleep. You're going from being in fight or flight mode to expecting to be in rest and digest mode, and your body can't make that transition, not instantly, not without time. Thomas looked at me like I was crazy. He said, "So you're saying I need to stop working? I need to quit my job? That's not possible. I have a business to run. I have people depending on me. I can't just stop working." I said, "No, I'm not saying you need to stop working. I'm saying you need to create a transition period. You need to give your nervous system time to come down from work mode to sleep mode. You need to create a buffer between your work and your sleep." I told Thomas about something called the sleep window. The sleep window is the time period before you go to bed when you're preparing your body and mind for sleep. Most people don't have a sleep window. They just go from being stressed and stimulated to trying to sleep. But your body needs a sleep window. Your body needs time to transition. I told Thomas that he needed to create at least a 1-hour sleep window. During this time, he needed to stop working. He needed to stop checking his email. He needed to stop checking his phone. He needed to stop thinking about work. He needed to do things that calm his nervous system. Things like reading, things like taking a bath, things like meditating, things like stretching, things like spending time with his family in a relaxed way. Thomas said, 1 hour every night? That's a lot of time. I don't have that kind of time. I'm too busy. I said, Thomas, you don't have time not to do this. You've been suffering from insomnia for 8 years. You've spent thousands of dollars. You've tried everything, and nothing has worked because you haven't addressed the real problem. The real problem is that your nervous system is in a constant state of activation, and you need to give it time to calm down. 1 hour is not a lot of time. 1 hour is the minimum. Some people need 2 hours, but start with 1 hour and see what happens. Thomas was skeptical, very skeptical. He thought I was crazy, but he was desperate. He was suffering. He was exhausted. He couldn't take it anymore, so he decided to try it. He committed to creating a 1-hour sleep window every single night. Starting at 10 p.m., he would stop working. He would stop checking his email. He would stop checking his phone. He would stop thinking about work. He would do things that calmed his nervous system. He would read. He would take a bath. He would spend time with his wife. He would do things that made him feel relaxed and peaceful. He made a commitment, and he stuck with it. Even when it was hard, even when he wanted to keep working, he stuck with it. The first week was hard, really hard. Thomas is a workaholic. He's used to working until the moment he goes to bed. The idea of stopping work an hour before bed felt wrong to him. It felt like he was being lazy. It felt like he was wasting time. But he did it. He committed to it, and he stuck with it. By the end of the first week, something interesting happened. Thomas fell asleep. Not immediately, but within 30 minutes of going to bed, he fell asleep. For the first time in 8 years, he fell asleep without lying awake for hours. For the first time in 8 years, he didn't spend the night staring at the ceiling. For the first time in 8 years, his body responded to sleep. He woke up the next morning and he called me. He was excited. He was hopeful. He said, Dr. Lopez, I don't know what you did, but something is working. I fell asleep. I actually fell asleep. I can't believe it. I told him, you did it. You gave your nervous system time to calm down. You created a transition period between work and sleep, and your body responded. Your body is now able to sleep because your nervous system is no longer in a state of constant activation. Over the next few weeks, Thomas continued with this practice. He created a 1-hour sleep window every single night, and his sleep improved dramatically. He went from lying awake for hours to falling asleep within 30 minutes. He went from waking up exhausted to waking up rested. He went from being a zombie all day to having energy and focus. His life changed. His business improved because he was more focused and more creative. His relationships improved because he was more patient and more present. His health improved because he was sleeping and his body was recovering. But here's the thing that shocked me. Thomas told me something that I had never heard before. He said, Dr. Lopez, I realized something. I was so focused on trying to fall asleep that I wasn't actually addressing the problem. The problem wasn't that I couldn't fall asleep. The problem was that I wasn't preparing my body to sleep. I was expecting my body to go from being stressed and stimulated to being asleep. But that's not how the body works. The body needs a transition. The body needs time to calm down. And once I gave my body that time, once I created that transition, everything changed. And that's when I realized something. Most people don't understand this. Most people think that insomnia is something that happens at night. Most people think that insomnia is about what happens in bed. But insomnia is not about what happens in bed. Insomnia is about what happens during the day. Insomnia is about how stressed you are. Insomnia is about how stimulated your nervous system is. Insomnia is about whether you're giving your body time to transition from being awake and active to being asleep and resting. Your nervous system has two modes. It has the sympathetic nervous system, which is your fight or flight mode, and it has the parasympathetic nervous system, which is your rest and digest mode. These two systems are like two sides of a coin. They're opposite. They can't both be active at the same time. During the day, your sympathetic nervous system is active. You're awake. You're alert. You're engaged. You're working. You're thinking. You're stressed. Your sympathetic nervous system is doing its job. It's keeping you awake and alert. It's keeping you ready to respond to threats. It's keeping you focused and engaged. But when it's time to sleep, you need to switch to your parasympathetic nervous system. You need to switch to rest and digest mode. You need to calm down. You need to relax. You need to let your body rest. You need to let your body recover. You need to let your body heal. But here's the problem. Most people don't switch. They stay in sympathetic mode all day long. They stay stressed. They stay alert. They stay engaged. And then they try to sleep. And they can't. Because their sympathetic nervous system is still active. Their body is still in fight or flight mode. And you can't sleep when you're in fight or flight mode. You can't sleep when your nervous system is activated. So the solution is to create a transition period. You need to create a sleep window. You need to give your nervous system time to switch from sympathetic mode to parasympathetic mode. You need to give your body time to calm down. You need to give your body time to prepare for sleep. Here's how to do it. First, decide what time you want to go to bed. Let's say you want to go to bed at 11 p.m. Then work backwards 1 hour. That means your sleep window starts at 10 p.m. Starting at 10 p.m., you need to stop doing stimulating activities. Stop working. Stop checking your email. Stop checking your phone. Stop watching intense TV shows. Stop doing anything that activates your nervous system. Second, during your sleep window, do things that calm your nervous system. Read a book. Take a warm bath. Do some gentle stretching. Meditate. Spend time with people you love in a relaxed way. Listen to calm music. Do things that make you feel peaceful and relaxed. The key is to gradually shift your nervous system from sympathetic mode to parasympathetic mode. Third, make your bedroom a sleep sanctuary. Keep it cool, keep it dark, keep it quiet, make sure it's comfortable. Your bedroom should be a place where your body knows it's time to sleep. Your bedroom should be a place where your nervous system can relax. Fourth, be consistent. Create your sleep window every single night, even on weekends, even when you don't have to work. Your body needs consistency. Your body needs to know that at 10 p.m. it's time to start calming down. Your body needs to know that at 11 p.m. it's time to sleep. And when your body knows this, when your body has this consistency, then your body will start to prepare for sleep. Then your body will start to switch to parasympathetic mode. Then your body will be able to sleep. Fifth, be patient with yourself. It might take a few weeks for your body to adjust. It might take a month, but if you stick with it, if you keep creating your sleep window, if you keep giving your nervous system time to calm down, your body will respond. Your sleep will improve. Thomas did all of this. He created a 1 hour sleep window every single night. He stopped working at 10 p.m. He did things that calmed his nervous system. He made his bedroom a sleep sanctuary. He was consistent. He was patient. And his sleep improved dramatically. He went from having chronic insomnia to sleeping through the night. He went from being exhausted all the time to being rested and energized. His life changed. And when I asked him, Thomas, what was the most important thing? What made the biggest difference? He said, the sleep window. That was everything. Once I realized that I needed to give my nervous system time to calm down, once I understood that insomnia wasn't about what happens in bed, but about what happens during the day, everything changed. I stopped trying to force myself to sleep. I started preparing my body to sleep, and my body responded. My body started to sleep naturally, without any pills, without any supplements. Just by giving my nervous system time to transition from being awake and stressed to being asleep and rested. That's the message I want to leave you with today. If you have insomnia, if you're lying awake at night, if you can't fall asleep, the problem is probably not that your body can't sleep. The problem is probably that your nervous system is too activated. The problem is probably that you're not giving your body time to transition from being awake and active to being asleep and resting. The solution is to create a sleep window. The solution is to give your nervous system time to calm down. The solution is to prepare your body for sleep. And here's the beautiful thing. This doesn't require any medication. This doesn't require any supplements. This doesn't require any expensive treatments. This just requires understanding how your body works and then working with your body instead of against it. This just requires giving your body what it needs. And what your body needs is time. Time to transition, time to calm down, time to prepare for sleep. So here's my challenge to you. Tonight, I want you to create a sleep window. Pick a time that works for you. If you want to go to bed at 11 p.m., then start your sleep window at 10 p.m. Starting at that time, stop doing stimulating activities. Stop working. Stop checking your email. Stop checking your phone. Stop thinking about work. Do things that calm your nervous system. Read a book, take a warm bath, meditate, do some gentle stretching. Spend time with people you love in a relaxed way. Listen to calm music. Do whatever makes you feel peaceful and relaxed. The key is to gradually transition your nervous system from fight or flight mode to rest and digest mode. And see what happens. See if your sleep improves. See if you can fall asleep more easily. See if your life changes. And I want you to leave a comment below. Tell me your story. Do you have insomnia? Have you tried creating a sleep window before? Are you willing to try this tonight? Share your experience. Share your commitment. Because when we share our stories, we inspire others. We help others. We create a community of people who are all working together to fix their sleep and improve their lives. If this information helped you, if you think it could help someone you know, please share this video. Send it to your friend who's always tired. Send it to your family member who's struggling with sleep. Send it to anyone who you think needs to hear this message. And please subscribe to this channel because I have so much more to teach you about sleep and how to improve your health. Thank you for watching. And I hope tonight you create a sleep window and give your nervous system the time it needs to calm down and prepare for sleep.